Hey, it's Clay, and this will be a video chart on ticker symbol AGRX. We will take a look at the 30-minute time frame. Real quick, what do I mean by 30-minute in case you're new to charts? I do offer an explanation video at that link, so if you go there, I'll explain in detail. Well, I don't mean to state the obvious, but I will anyways. Quite the rough movement today, not only from the price action point of view, but all this was occurring on well above average volume on the day. So lots of selling here and a very interesting final portion of the day. And it didn't quite break through it. At least I don't think I did. Let's get this line in place. Yeah, didn't quite break through it, but it's definitely sitting at a very important level of 45 cents here. And, you know, the reason 45 cents is important is nothing fancy, nothing complicated. It's just simply where all this bleeding from the opening part of the day finally stopped. I mean, there was the gap down, and then the price just kept on bleeding. And 45, like I said, is where the price stopped. And then at that point, things got, relatively interesting from a trading perspective, because at least at that point, the price just simply started to go sideways. Now, don't get me wrong, just because something goes sideways doesn't mean that it's for sure, guaranteed to be the bottom, but at least makes sense. Like, okay, at least the price is starting to go sideways, so perhaps this is some sort of bottom. But then, like I said, that's where the final 30 minutes kind of throws things in quite a bit of question, because now the price started to break back down, and then especially you look at the volume of the final 30 minutes, and a whole lot of volume there. So now it really becomes a question of, up until that last 30 minutes, it was looking like, maybe this is some sort of bottom that's forming. But now at that last 30 minutes, like I said, this very well could still be a bottom. So just because the price acted like this during the final 30 minutes does not guarantee that this thing is going even lower. My point here is that the landscape of the chart here has really, shifted here in regards to, is this a bottom to maybe, this very well may not be a bottom at all. So a lot of eyeballs going to be watching that 45 cent mark going forward to see if the price can hold above there. So that's going to be an area where, whether you want to call it a self-fulfilling prophecy or not, a lot of people are going to be watching and wondering the same thing. And when you have that, type of movement, you can have, some very, very dynamic type movements within the price. So keep an eye on 45, definitely very important. Now, in the event the price does stabilize, because it will be fair, 45 has held in the past. So if it holds again and the price starts to work its way back upwards, let's talk about a couple areas of resistance. Initial level of resistance, keep an eye on, is going to be the top portion of that little miniature channel that formed. That's right at 52 cents. If the price can push up through 52, next key level after that, right up there around the 60-cent mark. So we'll see what happens with this one going forward. But yeah, looking pretty shaky here, but the week is young, still 4 days left. First off, thanks so much for watching the entire video. Real quick, before you go, I want to invite you to a live webinar, web class, training, workshop, online event, whatever you want to call it, but it will be me live revealing to you what I've discovered that has allowed me to transform myself from being an employee to being my own boss, including how I had only one losing day out of 73 days in total. I'm going to cover 3 keys that have helped me unlock profitable consistency within the markets. The first key is super weird, but in a productive type of way. The second key is super awesome because it quite literally is wired into our DNA as humans, making it very easy to use. But in a cruel way, this becomes a pitfall for many traders. I'll explain it all though, including how to avoid the pitfall that it creates for some. And yeah, the third key, when you hear it, sounds way too good to be true, but it's not, and I'll show you how it all works. Then at the end, I open it up for a question and answer session that is, again, totally live. Even if you can't make the live session, please still sign up, as it will be recorded, and you can go back and watch the replay that I will send you. Click the image on the screen or click the link down in the description box so you can get the date and time and claim your spot, which I should note is limited due to the fact that this truly is a live event. If you have any questions, let me know. If not, I'll be seeing you soon.